Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth, and I'm doing really bad playing this. I really am. Because it's been 3 days now since the last couple of parts that I recorded. But I didn't over the weekend. I didn't record over the weekend too much because I was like, wait, when did I record? 20? Yeah, I mean, I recorded Friday, but I didn't record over the weekend because I was recording a lot of Sim stuff. So, I mean, we're getting to the point where, I mean, I'm still like a week ahead. So, we're still a week ahead. It's just, I was like 2 weeks ahead, but this takes longer to record, because we have an hour. So, I can only get like 2 days worth in each time I record if I get enough time to, like, once I get home from work and eat and shit. And then it's like, sit down, do this, and then, Plus, I'm still learning Japanese, guys. I gotta take time for that. Which, by the way, that's what I do at work now, because I'm like, I have nothing to do right now, so I'm just gonna Google some words and shit. Like, try to put some sentences together. I am nowhere near being able to do that. I know hiragana, that is it. I know, like, the characters, that is it. But I can take Japanese words and write them in hiragana now, so that's pretty cool. I can do that. Woohoo! I know all the characters. Some of them I'm not as good with because I just learned them like 2 days ago. But anyway, nobody cares about that. But yeah, but kanji's going to be, talk to me a year from now when I'm like, I finally think I figured out words. Yeah. I'm like 1/10 of the way through learning. but it's fun. And I now have lots of dictionary, like translation apps that I can put things in so I can figure out how to say things. Yeah. That's part of the journey. And learning how to read it. But anyway, at breakfast the next day, after Deli and Cece have left the dining hall, Victor brings up the topic to the rest of us. Right, yes. There's something I want to tell you all. There's no sound right now. I know that sound works on this because I listened to the theme song, but maybe there's not supposed to be sound in this part. With this, he repeats what he told me last night. About the horologium, my father, and his research. Just as I had been last night, some seem confused by the terms they're hearing for the first time. Nevertheless, it's good news. After he finishes his explanation, he takes a breath. There we go. Although it's extremely quiet for you guys. You may not... Have you ever not been able to hear the music the entire time? Like, it's... I don't want it to be, like, overpowering, but... Okay, it's a little bit... It looks better. It's just when it started, I could hear it loudly, but I had my headset turned up loud, but... Okay, anyway. That's everything I know. I apologize for not telling you until I was certain about this information. So that means we've pretty much figured out where our target's home base is, right? Isn't that a big deal? I don't think it's that simple. Why not? That definitely is a promising lead, but... Victor mentioned last night that he had a lead to a promising lead, which means that there's something else we need to do. Of course there is. Like we wouldn't have known that. I mean, we've played through this a million times before, but come on. Come on. Sure, we just magically go get the information. That wouldn't be any fun. Impei looks up at the heavens. Whoa, right, you're right. A lead to a lead seems so tedious. I wish we could just take care of it all at once. The Count is right. Victor just said what his promising lead is. He still hasn't told us what the lead to that lead was, and what we'll need to do to get to the actual information. No use whinging. It's 100 times better than having nothing to work with. I agree. Of course you would. It's Lupin. Who doesn't agree with him? Yes, we need to keep moving forward, one step at a time. So, Victor, what's your other lead? What step should we take? Victor nods firmly before replying. I want you to obtain something that will lead us to the whereabouts of Isaac's laboratory. Something? That's awfully vague. Do you have something in mind, or are you trying to avoid talking about it? It's going to be trouble. It's something that all the organized crime groups in London are guarding with all they've got. Guarded by gangsters? I see. ... It seems that everyone but me has an idea of what Victor is tiptoeing around. Impei places his forehead against the dining table, but the 3 others, including Lupin, seem to be grinning. What's going on? Victor continues to talk, but I'm just as confused as ever. What we need to obtain is a prize from or of the Black Gathering. From the Black Gathering. The Black Gathering? That really just sounds like something like vampires do. You know. Or like, you know, weird cults that are about to curse you with the plague. The Black Gathering. It's way more ominous than it is, but I mean, you know what I mean? It sounds way more ominous than it actually is in this game. This is yet another new term. Seeing my confusion, Saint Germain offers up an explanation. It's a location you've already been to several times. Do you remember that event that takes place by the River Thames? I remember. It's where we met Van Helsing. That place where a certain unfriendly four-eyed fellow caused a scene. Stop using me as a point of reference. He's so cute. It's a long-running event, and on the last day there's a grand competition that takes place to wrap it all up. And that's the airship race that caps off the ending of the Black Gathering. The Black Gathering. That means it's a day when those from the underbelly of the city gather in large numbers. They're an unruly bunch, but they're rich. The police and military turn a blind eye as long as they don't do anything violent. An airship race. Airships. I've read about them in books, so I have a lot of knowledge about them. I can't recall seeing them up close much. I've seen them from afar, floating among the clouds. Oh, but I do have a recent memory of being attacked by an airship. I don't remember much about it, but I do recall that it was a huge machine. I can't imagine what an airship race would be like. This is also one of Isaac's achievements. He created a material that he called aerocarbonium. Air carbon? That's just what it makes me think of. Okay. It's very light and sturdy and can easily be mass-produced. As airship technology advanced, other uses for them appeared. Father sure did a lot. Yes, his work has changed the history of mankind. He is worthy of the title of modern-day Prometheus, and I'm going to have to stab you because of it. Just saying. Prometheus. The Titan said to have given the secret of fire to humanity. It's strange, knowing that my father is being compared to a great figure from mythology. Back to what we were talking about. What do you mean that the prize from the airship race is a lead? Well, the prize for this competition is said to be the posthumous collection of Isaac Beckford's work. A posthumous collection? A posthumous collection from a man whose death has yet to be confirmed. They're really getting ahead of themselves. The prize is worth more if Isaac is believed to be dead, that's all. Posthumous collection? So, basically it's a bunch of papers and stuff, right? How much value could that possibly have? I'm sure there are countless collectors who want to obtain them at any cost, since they're from the legendary Isaac Beckford. But how did such a thing end up as a prize for a race? No matter the content, I would assume his writing is classified information. I don't see how it came to be in their hands. From what I've heard, the writings were originally under the guard of the Royal Society. Greed got the best of one of the society members, and he sold the documents to some millionaire. I see. Then they made their way through the underground society, and ultimately arrived at the Black Gathering. Victor slowly nods at the Count's logic. Documents written in Father's hand. You're right, there must be something in there about the horologium. It seems my anticipation was growing despite myself, and I noticed my hands have clenched into fists. That's easy then. I'll just go steal it. I would advise against that. Why? I can easily get past some criminal's line of flimsy security. I'm not doubting your abilities. It's just, since that attack by Delacroix, the criminal world has set aside their pride and started asking for help. So what? The prize will be guarded by none other than Herlock Sholmes. He's like, and never mind, let's do this honestly, shall we? I wouldn't want to make him look like a fool. i.e., he's going to make me look like a fool, and I don't want to go up against him because he makes me feel bad about myself. I'm going to go cry in my room. Basically. It's just basically what he's inside. Anyway. All right. Let's enter the race and get this lead fair and square, shall we? You're so quick to adapt. You really don't like Sholmes, do you, Lupin? He's more like a nemesis at this point. Are you already waving the white flag? You usually talk a much bigger game. What white flag? I'm tired of his persistence. Just to be clear, I'm not running from him. He's so fucking cute. He's so cute when he's in denial. I'm not running from him. I'm perfectly fine. I just don't want to talk to him anymore. It's so cute. God, I love it. Anyway. Fun bonus. Sholmes is not only involved in the security, but he will investigate if the item gets stolen. Fun fact. You hear that? Exactly as I suspected. This is a strange retreat. This is a strategic retreat. Understand? Retreating is just another name for running. But if that's how you'd like to word it, let's leave it at that. He's like goading him on like, retreat is just running. But fine. Semantics. Shut up, you. Besides, entering the race is fine and well, but what are we going to do about an actual airship? We can't even join the race if we don't have basic equipment. You gotta be so logical. Why don't we have Impey make one? I'm happier depending on me for this, but if you want me to make something from scratch, time and money... Then should we buy one? You said the amount of money Lupin brought back was enough to buy an airship. I'm not sure. We could probably buy an average airship with that. But trying to win a race with something like that would be difficult, even for Impey, the great engineer. There's a wide range of airship designs. Faster ones can easily go over 100 kilometers an hour. 100 kilometers an hour? That's such a big number. I can't even imagine how fast it actually is. I know, me either, because I don't do the metric system. I wonder how fast that actually is. To miles. Oh, that's really not. That's... 100 kilometers is 62 miles. That's really nothing. I drive that fast on my way to work. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I was bringing back up our guide since I Googled. I just stepped on things. Yeah, I just wanted to see how fast that was. I mean, I guess back in this time, in like steampunky times, that was fast. Like 62 miles an hour. Woo! You know, I'm thinking like 100 miles an hour. I've done that. That was scary. But you know what? The goddamn truck wouldn't get out of the goddamn fast lane on that 2-lane highway. It was really pissing me off, so I had to go really fast. Don't make me angry. Spacey will floor it around you. I was probably going over 100, and that was really scary because I like jammed in between. Like, there I was coming up behind a truck, and I got over just enough room, and I was like, I could have died. But I was just really mad. He had plenty of room to get over. He was being a dick. Don't make Spacey mad when she drives. She's gonna kill us all. I generally don't. I love my car more than I love my own life, so I generally, like, don't, like, road rage because I'm like, no! Don't hurt my car! Seriously, it was, like, devastating when somebody, like, smashed into the back end of me. Because, you know, I stopped at a red light. Stupid me! How dumb of me to stop in front of them at a red fucking light when there was other cars in front of me. You know, I should have just plowed through traffic, right? Yeah, my car was gone for, like, 3 or 4 weeks. Oh my god. I literally cried myself to sleep at night. I'm sad just thinking about it. Anyway. Besides, this isn't your average race. If we join with some shabby airship, we'll be shot down. And then that's it for us. Shut down? Miss Spacey, you can't forget that the sponsors of this race are members of the criminal underworld. In this race, competitors are allowed to attack one another. All attendees need to sign a contract releasing the exhibitors of liability in the case of injury or death. What an intense race! She's like, holy fuck! An airship race where combat is allowed. Illegal airship races are so extreme, right? But we have to enter. All the more reason to join. Winning the race means we all get closer to our goals. Impey, how much money would you need to modify an airship so that it stands a chance in this race? Well, with my technical skills, if we had the money to buy 2 mid-size airships, I could guarantee our victory. 2? It costs that much? Things get more expensive if you want them to be better than average. Ask anyone else, and you'll be charged 5 airships worth. Then I'll do something about procuring a basic airship. Impey, start thinking about your remodeling plans. Do something? Do you have something in mind? Yep. I'll be taking off then. Have fun house sitting. Lupin confidently marches out of the dining room. I wonder what Lupin's going to do. I mean, we know what he's going to do because obviously we've read this before, but I mean, for fuck's sake. I wonder what never mind, he's going to steal one. Come on. I wonder what he's going to do. It's Lupin. What do you think he's going to fucking do? He's going to fucking steal one. Wait, it's not even. I wonder. Don't tell her. Shh, just keep doing this. Knowing him, it's probably nothing decent. Well, I totally agree. Like Van Helsing says, he's going to do something out of the ordinary for sure. Well, it's ordinary for Lupin, so it's really not out of the ordinary if you think about it. I hope he doesn't bring back any trouble with him. But he's not the type to exaggerate without reason. We'll just have to sit tight and wait. Lupin has no way of knowing what everyone is saying about him. But the next morning, he returns to the mansion with an amazing souvenir. Souvenir! The next day, I was sitting in a daze, still drowsy after waking up. It seems a little too early to get up, but I should get out of bed. I sit up, deciding that I might as well use this time constructively now that I'm up. While I'm stretching, a vibration shakes through the entire room. Is it coming from outside? I get out of bed and run over to the window. An airship? Hi, are you up? Airship delivery. Lupin's voice echoes loudly from the ship. That must be a loudspeaker, like Lionheart had been using the other day. Lupin waves and smiles, but all I can do is wave absentmindedly, too dumbfounded by the scene before me. It's like she's just like, it's an airship. Shock just set in. I snap back to reality after a few seconds, then quickly make myself presentable and leave the room. Once I'm outside, I find everyone else from the mansion, including Deli and Spacey, has gathered around. Everyone's looking up at the huge vehicle with round eyes. Wow, so this is an airship. It's gigantic. Spacey spins around Deli, barking excitedly. That's right, it's an airship. Is this your first time seeing one too? No, I've seen them several times in the air. But this is something else. I didn't realize it would be so big. You get it, Deli. This kind of thing is a true man's dream, isn't it? Fine. Spacey insists on looking at it up close, so I am going to approach the airship. Do not attempt to stop me. He completely ignores Impey's attempt at conversation, and he seems to be ignoring Spacey as well. Deli picks up Spacey in his arms and runs toward the airship at full tilt. He's ignoring Spacey, but then he picks him up. I don't know. Okay. So now even Deli's ignoring me. What happened to respect for my dignity? Impey stands there looking sad, so I decide to ask a question. Lupin said he's delivering it. What's that supposed to mean? Who knows? I think that's the question we're all wondering about right now. As we stand around, Lupin appears from within the airship and looks over at all of us, satisfied at a job well done. Should have taken a handling fee while you were at it. Aren't you all up early? You could have slept in a little, you know. Lupin laughs in good cheer, but Van Helsing speaks in his usual tone. And where did you steal this from? You'd better not have done anything stupid that would ruin our negotiation with Queen Victoria. Yeah, don't worry about it. I stole this from somebody we wouldn't feel guilty about. No problem at all. I see. How very you. You might even get an award from Scotland Yard for this. An award? Saint Germain seems to have understood what Lupin was talking about right away. So where did you steal it from? Or who, rather? No idea. Don't sweat the small stuff. How about it, Impey? You think you can fix her up for the race? It's a pretty old model. Let's see. I guess it'll depend on the budget I have available. Don't worry about the money. Just keep working until it's a winning ship. That's what I stole it for. So, while Impey's working on this, the rest of us will have to gather the funds for this remodeling. Lupin nods at Van Helsing's question. I suspect we have no choice. To get a large sum quickly, maybe I'll sign up for a short-term bodyguard job. Raising funds? Selling the patents for a few new drugs would probably bring in a good amount. Either way, we won't be able to move forward unless we win this race. Fine, I shall aid you with funding this time. What happened to all the money Lupin stole? Oh, we could buy an airship with this. We now magically don't have that? We have money! But I guess we really need a fuck-ton more? I mean, Jesus. Could have just bought a better airship. What to do? Everyone is mentioning ways to earn money, but I have no way to help them. What can I do? After some thought, I arrive at an idea. Impey, I can't raise money, so I was thinking that maybe I could help you. Would you mind? Of course not. Not only do I not mind, I'd totally welcome it. We'll make great progress with a fine assistant like you. He means fine, not, like, adept. Thank you. I'll work hard, Impey. While we're at it, I can even show you how to fly the airship. Of course, we'll have to get pretty cozy. Impey, just because you two are left alone, don't go making any moves on her, all right? If he does lay a finger on her, there will be some melting involved. What are you talking about? Well, it's not really relevant to the task at hand. Alright, time is money. We don't have much time before race day. Everyone, go make as much money as you can. Bye, Lupin, I love you. With Lupin's shout, everyone goes off to fulfill their duties. Shall we get started? Yes, let's do it. From this point on, our days are busy. Impey and I build the parts in his studio, and I help him install everything in the airship's engines. Our renovations cost an immense amount of money, from purchasing parts to new gas. In addition to the money everyone brings in, we end up having to use the entire sum of money we'd saved up to this point, of course. Nobody opposes this usage of the money, since winning the race is our only way of getting that key information. Because we're so on top of our expenditures, we actually end up falling slightly under budget. But the real problem is time. The deadline is approaching, and we have to race against the clock. It's as if we've already entered the race. If we relax our guard even a little bit, we won't be finished with the remodeling before the race begins. Impey and I spend our days under an immense amount of pressure. 3 days until the race. Impey told me to go ahead and go to sleep, but Impey must still be working. I can't sleep knowing that he must still be hard at work. There has to be something I can do to help. I start to think this, and I get an idea and leave my bed. After a while, I head behind the mansion. It seems he's still working, as suspected. The sounds of his work are comforting to me, and I walk through the yard briskly. Impei, I see him from behind, and I stop myself from calling out to him. It looks as if he's concentrating. I guess this won't have enough power. Maybe I should thicken the wall and raise the pressure. But that's too risky. No. He seems to be mumbling to himself. The light from the lamp casts shadows across his face. I don't want to bother him, but I also want to get a closer look at him while he's so intent on something. I'll have to completely rework the system and install another engine. It'll take some time, but that might work. Impei suddenly raises his head and our eyes meet. Huh? Spacey? Sorry, I didn't realize you were there. He swiftly runs over and joins me at my side. Impei, I'm about to hand him the item I brought for him when a certain thought bubbles up. What if he doesn't want it? What's up? I thought you'd already gone to sleep. Oh, are you holding something behind you? But Impei's quick to notice that I have something. I guess there's no use hiding it. I brought you a late-night snack, a sandwich. I thought you might be hungry after working so hard. I know it really is a terrible-looking sandwich. There's a world of difference between this and what Impei usually makes. I had underestimated sandwich making. I thought you just needed some bread and something to stick between it. Yeah, like salami, or like cheese, or like peanut butter. Fucking simple sandwiches. They not have peanut butter? I can't live in this world if there's no peanut butter. But when I first started making it, I realized my predicament in that I was unable to take my gloves off. That would be difficult. While I stood there at a loss, the Count happened by and helped me put it together somehow. I'll have to thank Saint Germain later. What? You made this for me? Really? Is this your plan to get on my good side? Is that what this is? Your good side? I don't know. You're just working so hard. I wanted to do something for you, even though it's just a little thing. Sadly, my result is just a hideous sandwich made using some vegetable scraps. I can't contain my disappointment, and my sadness clearly shows because Impei stops and smiles at me. I see. That really makes me happy. Thanks. Why don't I take a little break just to switch gears a little? He tosses his equipment aside and starts climbing onto the studio's roof. The shack's roof. Come on up, Spacey. Let's sit by the edge here and eat together under the stars. It's pretty romantic. He hoists me up before I can even protest and puts me down next to him. Here you go. Seeing that Impei has already sat down, I hand him the sandwich with a bit of nervousness. Thank you for the meal. Impei takes the sandwich from the basket without any hesitation and puts it up to his mouth. How is it? I don't think it's anything like the meals you make. This is great. This is the best sandwich I've ever had. Because it's made with love by us. Well, he thinks it is. It's like, dude, I was just trying to be nice. Stop making everything, like, sexy. I'm greatly relieved to hear him say that he enjoys the sandwich. I'm glad. The stars. I remember Impei mentioned them, and I look up at the sky. There is a countless number of them sparkling in the pitch-black night. It's not that the sky is anything out of the ordinary, but looking up at the stars helps me when I'm stressing out. Impei says this while he eats his sandwich beside me. I remember what I wanted to ask him. It's rare that we're alone together, so maybe I should just do it now. Impei, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Impei finishes his sandwich and wipes his mouth before responding. Oh, you want to know my type? I'd say it's a girl like you. No, it's something else. Oh, wow. What is this? I feel like I've been cut right in two. Oh, well. So what did you want to ask me? Go on ahead. I'll answer anything. Ask away. I nod, encouraged by a smile. You look like you have so much fun when you're working with machinery. What made you decide to become an engineer? Was there a reason for it? Oh, the little old man that we know. Oh, he's so pretty there. He's pretty there when he's not blatantly trying to, like, hump our leg, you know, like a naughty dog. A reason? The reason why I became an engineer, huh? Impei looks up at the sky and starts speaking with a nostalgic tone of voice. I have to say it was the locomotive. The steam locomotive. The steam locomotive? You mean the one from the abduction mission? Yeah, that was a big iron beast, wasn't it? Of course, there were other reasons, and I gradually got into making things. But locomotives were definitely a catalyst for it. I used to live in a village way out in the countryside. We heard one day that tracks would be laid outside the forest, and everyone went wild. The grown-ups were all so scared. The day a train was to pass, some of the more rebellious kids say they were going to check it out, and curiosity got to me. I snuck out to go see. We just waited and waited all day by the tracks, and we started thinking it wouldn't come at all. Then we heard a high-pitched whistle far off in the distance. It was just a little black dot getting bigger and bigger. It went clack, 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 clack. I mean, technically, yes, but it's so random. No sooner did we feel the vibrations when a huge, monster-like mess ran past us. Black smoke rose from its front and its whistle echoed around us. Pure white steam was being spewed all around it. It was really something. The other kids ran away, and I was the only one left, standing in a daze. My head was filled with the locomotive. All I could say was, wow. Well, that was the beginning of Impey Barbicane and the reason I decided to devote myself to becoming an engineer. It's a little embarrassing to talk about. Am I boring you with all this? I think we're supposed to say I'm having a lot of fun, but I'm not really sure. Hold on. My thing. Uh-oh, hello. I don't really understand. I don't really understand because we don't want to get close to Impey. Impey, we have to push you away because we're on Lupin's path. I don't think it matters, but still. I'm sorry. I don't really understand. What? You're the one who asked. What kind of a reaction is that? I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I was just thinking that you're probably a little bored by all the talking I'm doing. I mean, I asked. And may I present you with the best joke in the English language? Jokes are nice too, but we might want to get back to repairing the airship. Oh, whoa! That's right. We need to take care of business first. After that, Impey continues to talk to me as he wants to make sure I'm entertained while we're together. Impey, I think I'm gonna go back to my room now. I'm getting in his way. I could sense it, so I said that to escape the situation. Sure thing. Oh, thanks for the sandwich. It was really good. I'll keep working hard. Impey smiles and waves, and I feel a bit bad about what happened. Then, we use the limited amount of time we have to work on remodel after remodel in order to improve the airship's performance. Finally, at breakfast on the day of the race... All right, it's finally time. Gangsters from all over Britain, no, all over the world are watching the Black Gathering. Let's win this race with style and get our hands on Isaac's literary remains or whatever. Come to think of it, I have yet to hear the details of what goes on during the race. Do I need to be there in person? Apparently, we need a minimum of 5 members on our team in order to register for the race. I see. Suppose I'll have to go with you just for the body count. Why don't we take this opportunity to go to the racing venue in the airship and give it a little test drive? That's a good idea. So you too, let's head over to the race. Why haven't either one of you said a word all morning? Oh, you noticed that, did you, Vicky? You want to know why we're so quiet? Well, why don't we just tell you? Impey gracefully stands up at the end of the table and looks at all of us. He slowly smooths back his hair, then suddenly he falls to his knees and places his head against the floor. The movement is fluid and refined. What are you doing? This is the ultimate form of apology, created by the finest minds in all of Asia. Do-giza! Do-giza. I've never heard of it. Actually, it's gay. Do-giza. Spacey's learning Japanese. She should know this shit. Do-giza. You said it was an apology, which means that you feel the need to apologize for something right now. Impey nods vigorously, his face still staring at the floor. I thought the race was tomorrow! What? I still have to install the modified engine and give it a test flight! I always knew you were an idiot. But when you go this far, it's more funny than pitiful at this point. I have no rebuttal! I had the date wrong too, and I'm sorry. I stand and bow, joining Impei in apology. Not that any of this will turn back the clock any. Well, what's done is done. Why don't we head to the venue ahead of them? What good will that do? There's no point in us going if we don't have an airship. The airship will make it. Knowing you, Impei, you'll find some way to fix it up just in time for the race, right? He's like, right. Yeah, obviously. It'll be ready by the 12 o'clock start time, I guarantee it. Impei, I'll help. I'm just as responsible. No need, but your enthusiasm is appreciated, Spacey. Like St. G was saying earlier, you need at least 5 people present to even register for the race. Deli's going to stay here in Mansion Sit, so I want you to go to the race with Lupin and the rest, so we have enough people. I see. Right. Good luck. You can do it, Impei. Leave it to me. With a beauty like you cheering me on, there's no way I can fail. Time to get to work. Impei cracks his knuckles and takes off. Are you sure he can do this? I'm gonna fill him with more lead than a pencil if we can't even join the race. He should be fine. His failures do stand out at times, but that's because he always tries new things. He's a gifted engineer. Lupin nods in agreement. I agree. Impei is truly skilled. He'll find some way to make it happen. Van Helsing, you do acknowledge that Impei is very technically proficient, don't you? Even with his skills, his personality ruins it. Either way, I won't complain if he makes it in time. We've been through rougher situations together. Let's have some faith in him. With Lupin's encouragement ringing in our ears, we prepare to depart. The Black Gathering's airship race will commence at noon. Audience members, please form a line to the right. Teams entering the race, please complete your registration here. The venue's already overflowing with people. Rumor has it there are a lot of new teams entering the race this year. Oh? Then there may well be an unexpected twist. One of these rookie teams might hit the jackpot. Well, well, isn't it lively? Folks with nothing better to do coming in from all over the country. How nice. Half of these people are criminals. There certainly are some suspicious-looking faces in the mix here. Ooh, I'm getting a little nervous. It's not good to fixate on victory. I'll be happy to join this race just to compete with you all as a team. Fucking Saint Germain, I love him. We're not here just to be together. We need to win. Pardon me, you're right. I suppose I was too excited. Excited voices can be heard from all over. We make our way through the crowd and arrive at the reception desk. We'd like to register our team? Of course. Please show me which of the airships moored at the landing field is yours. Oh, well, sorry, but our airship isn't here yet. We're supposed to meet here. I see. Unfortunately, if you don't have your airship present, I can't register you. Will you have it here by 11 o'clock? What? Why 11? I thought the race started at noon. Yes, the race does start at noon, but we close registration an hour before the race is to begin. My, we may be in some trouble. This isn't good. Impei probably thinks that the cutoff time is noon. We're in a bit of a predicament. I'll go back to the mansion and tell Impei. It's no use. It'll take you that long to get back to the mansion. What should we do then? Is there any way we can contact him? If only we had an Aether communication device. We don't have that sort of cutting-edge equipment at the mansion. If there's nothing we can do, there's no reason to panic. All we can do is wait. We just need to keep believing in Impei. I nod at Lupin's words, and we continue to wait anxiously for Impei to show up. 10 minutes go by. Then 30 minutes are gone in a flash. Registration closes in 30 minutes. Any teams that have not yet registered, please do so as soon as possible. It's easy for them to say. I wonder how Impei's doing. This isn't looking so good. Well, at least this will be Impei's last day on Earth. That's a silver lining. I love him. Van Helsing, you can't! Come on, Impei. You can make it! 10 minutes later. This is bad. This is really bad. I'm so nervous! I know he shows up in time, but I'm so nervous! Oh, as I recall, Impei is an extremely capable engineer, but isn't he usually a bit lax on time? Now you tell us. Count, that's not helping! Saying that right now is only making the rest of us more anxious. Impei! Come on, please. I believe in you. Just to make sure, if we can't join the race, we're going to simply steal the prize, correct? I wouldn't bet on that, as we would be making enemies out of both the major crime firms and the Yard. With the current state of things, it still seems to be our most realistic option. And another 10 minutes go by. If you're gonna register, then you really need to show me your airship now. It'll be here soon, I promise. Right, Lupin? Can you wait just a little bit longer? Yes, sorry, but I'm starting to lose faith. It's strange to so confidently say that you're losing confidence. Don't say things like that. Impei will be here soon. Just then, something blocks the light above us, turning the ground dark for a moment. Oh, what's this? We hear a sharp whistle. I look up, trying not to get my hopes up. The wait is over! Ladies and gentlemen, the star has arrived! An airship passes by low overhead, with Impei waving at us from it. That's our airship! I see. I'll register you for the race. Please be at the landing dock 20 minutes prior to the race, and be ready for it. I'm so glad. I'm happy he made it. I believed in him. Good job, Impei. You were just saying that you'd stopped believing in him. Either way, we don't have to bother stealing now. I'm so glad he made it. I'm curious, though. Hey, Lupin, where did you get that airship from in the first place? Oh, What the? That's our airship! I turn around at the shout to see a man looking up at the airship with his mouth agape. Crap. For some reason, Lupin ducks behind me. He's using us as a fucking shield. He's like, whoop, hiding behind the lady. What a wuss. I love him. Lupin, did you steal that man's ship? Pretty much. They're sky pirates who were using that airship to attack travelers and steal from other airships. So we get an airship and Britain becomes that much safer. That's what I call killing two birds with one stone. Exactly. But if those guys are here, does that mean they're entering the race? So it seems. Looks like they've entered a more modern ship. If they had two, why didn't you steal the better one? Give me a break. When I went out to steal our ship, I didn't have that sort of information. Captain, let's go find whoever registered it and show him who's boss. What? That's no good. Fighting is prohibited here. Since when are we scared of a little rule like that? We've got to be strong. Dolt, it's one thing to be passionate, but this is a den of the underworld. If we break the rules here, we're done for. I see. That doesn't sound good. It's probably best if they don't find out we're the owners of that airship. They're no match against us, but we want as little trouble as possible. Make sure you don't do anything to give us away. Wah! How do you like it? The amazing ship is the product of the incredible Mr. Impei! Impei roars with laughter from the ship. Of course he did that. Impei, eh? We'll get you good, Impei. I know it's supposed to be Impy. Now it's like, Impy! Anyway. Fantastic. Now the Sky Pirates will definitely target us. Oh, yay, we get to be Nemo again. Jesus, this is gonna kill me. With the help of the staff standing by at the landing field, Impey is able to moor the airship at the starting point. Once we make sure the Sky Pirates are nowhere to be seen, we meet up with Impey when he gets off the airship. What do you think? I'm here with plenty of time to spare. Well, actually, you were cutting it pretty close there. What? And starting today, a group of Sky Pirates will be after your skin. You should watch your back from now on. What? What happened while I was gone? As we're talking amongst ourselves. Oh God, was this Nemo when he first started? I can't remember if this was him. Ahoy! So that ship belongs to you lot! A sudden shout burst from behind us. I'm assuming it's Impey. I'm assuming it's Nemo, I mean. We turn around and find a man grinning from ear to ear, dressed in an eccentric outfit. Oh, Nemo. Well, isn't it wonderful? A truly wonderful ship. He actually, like, I did actually, like, play with the voices because you can, like, change the volume and, like, settings for each voice. And he kind of does actually almost sound like that. I think oh my God, you can see his ear through his hair. I never realized that. All of a sudden I was just looking at him like, there's like a weird, like, marking over it. I'm like, oh, you can see through, like, through his hair. I never noticed. Did not notice it. Anyway. Whoa, total random. Hey, Left Turn, where did you come from? Anyway. The man speaks excitedly, not paying any attention as we stand dumbfounded. Who are you? Oh, pardon me. It's certainly not like me to go on without introducing myself. This man, why does he strike some strange pose every time he opens his mouth? Is there a reason behind it? Comic effect. I am the brilliant scientist who shall someday uncover the truths of the world. The name is Nemo. I'm just going overboard with fucking Nemo. Mr. Nemo. You didn't get it quite right, young lady. It's pronounced Nemo. That's right. The scientist sent by the gods, Nemo. Alright. Gentlemen, so who is it who made that airship? I didn't make it, but I did give it a complete overhaul. So, Nemo, or whoever you are, what do you want? Whoa! You made this ship? I can see the craftsmanship just at a glance. Amazing work remodeling such an old model. Whoa, you can really tell? It's been designed for maximum lift and aerodynamics. Probably no other ship can turn as fast. It's beautiful, stunningly aesthetic and functional, and the exterior. Yes, you can appreciate her beauty. Doesn't she have all the grace and elegance of a young maiden? Yes, I see it. That form. I see a modest young woman, shy in love, but full of so many possibilities. What the hell are they going on about? I love you right now, Van Helsing, because you gave me a break. Oh my God. I just also like him. What the hell are they going on about? With just that look on his face. Like, actually, all that face says all the time, but especially I was, what the actual fuck? They seem to be having fun anyway. Yeah, they're probably connecting on some level that normal people like us can't even comprehend. It seems bird brains of a feather flock together, so to speak. What's the matter, Victor? You're being awfully quiet. What? Oh, no, I just... Victor! Victor! Ah! Are you Victor Frankenstein? What a coincidence! I'm shocked. Are you attending this race as well? Well, sort of. Are you two acquaintances? It's too one-sided to be called an acquaintance, really. While I was in the Royal Society, he saw me as a rival. Trust me, the feeling was not mutual. My lifelong rival. Our meeting here is no coincidence. It must be fate. This hurts so bad. I am so glad we only have to do Nemo for this scene and not like in Impei's path because this fucking hurts. Oh my god, it hurts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's coincidence, actually. All right, I'll do it. From one humble scientist to another, I'll accept your invitation to battle. No one invited you to a battle. Oh, I see. He's this type of guy. I feel your pain, Victor. Thanks, I guess. For understanding, anyway. I'm looking forward to the moment when I defeat you all. Hey, Van Helsing, if he means to defeat us, do you think he'll attack us? How should I know? Very well, gentlemen. As a show of respect before we take the field, allow me to introduce you to my ship, sure to be this race's winner. Don't be shy, come with me! Actually, I think we'll have to decline. What? I want to see. Everybody but Impei refuses to go. Such extreme hesitation is unbecoming, you know. However, fine. Come with me, you stunning engineer, you. You don't have to ask me twice. Let's go. Oh, bye, Felicia's. Jesus. The two head away, still speaking excitedly between themselves. Our main pilot just left us in high spirits. But we don't have much time left. We'll have to start preparing for the race. Everyone get in the airship. Start preparing? Are you going to be all right without Impei present? I've memorized everything from the ship's structure to how to operate it to roles for all of you during flight. I can take care of the pre-flight checklist until Impei gets back. Huh. She's far more useful than that useless engineer of ours. I know, I love you too, baby. Because I helped Impei out during the ship's remodeling, I've grown attached to it as well. I'm going to do my best. I whisper this just before I enter. I'm sorry. Gotta do my best. I see the interior hasn't changed much since I stole it. It does look much cleaner, though. The interior doesn't have much to do with speed, turning, or sturdiness, so Impei said it had low priority. I was in charge of cleaning the interior, by the way. Lupin and the rest head for their assigned positions within the airship. We really should have made test flights and studied how to work as a group before the race, but everyone else was so busy gathering money, and we didn't have time for it. We did verbally explain everything to each person, and because they're all so capable, they learned their parts quickly. As for me, I go to the pilot's seat as a stand-in for Impei. Because I had been working with Impei on it for so long, everything looks familiar. Huh, what's this button? I've never seen it before. It says, danger, do not touch. But I wonder what it is. I should touch it and find out. Touch it and find out. I wish there was an option. Touch it, don't touch it. Touch it. Everybody explodes and we all die. Okay, don't touch it. I open the lid to the voice tube nearby. This voice tube is set up so that we can carry our voices to any compartment within the airship. Can everyone hear me? Monitoring station here. I hear you. Good, we're probably going to be attacked by the other airships, so I need to be able to communicate with your station. Weapon station? Well, I'm here, but the guns themselves seem to be missing. That was Impei's decision. We don't have the manpower to use a bunch of weapons, so he took them out to save weight. So our strategy will be to outrun the others. I see. What do you want me to do then? There should be a meter and adjustment valves for the gas nearby. You'll be managing and adjusting the gas with them. If there's a gas leak or other emergency, we'll maintain buoyancy by throwing off the stored water. You can do that too. Got it. Let's hope that issues never come up. I was reading it as him saying that issue never comes up, like that particular issue, not issues, period. Okay, sorry. Comprehension. Got it. Well, let's hope that issues never come up. Engine room reporting in. I hear you clearly, though it's a little tight in here with both the Count and me. It was already pretty cramped, but we replaced the engine with a larger one for more output. That took up a lot of space. Saint Germain, you'll be assisting Victor. Once the race starts, we'll need you to run around making fixes across the ship. Leave it to me. I'll handle everything according to the manual given to me. Oh, did you happen to bring it with you? No, but I've memorized every last word, so don't worry. You memorized the entire thing? You're amazing, Count. Yeah, well, I didn't think you were the type to be this into fidgeting with machines. It just seems like fun. Once I get interested in something, I like to commit and delve into it. That's very like you. The 3 voice tubes are working fine. I inform Lupin and the others of what needs to be checked and have them take a look. As we're all getting ready, someone enters the bridge. Hey there, Spacey. You're doing so well as captain. Yeah, I know, I'm pretty fucking awesome. Captain Spacey. Aye, aye, Space Ranger right here. Impey, we're up to step 24 on the checklist. There was a small leak in the piping, but that's been fixed. That's it. Good, good. Sounds like we're all ready to go. What about you? How was Nemo's airship? How was Nemo's airship? We're such a dick. Well, we don't even mean to be sometimes, but we are. It's great. Nemo? Well, if he was telling the truth about everything he showed me, then it's definitely a contender. And I saw some other good candidates on the way over here. But ours is definitely the best. I'm calling the HMS Impey the Princess and her servants. Oh, I'm calling it. Hey, who are you calling a servant? Oh, you heard that. Yes, we can all hear you. If you weren't the pilot, I'd throw you overboard during the race. I fucking love balancing. God, I fucking love his hostility. It's the fucking best. Oh my god, why is he so great? Like, Lupin, like, says some funny shit and so he's like, hey, wait a minute. Oh! And gets, like, so offended and it's great. But I just fucking love his, like, if you weren't the pilot, I'd fucking kill you. Like, I just love him. The others continue to protest through the voice tube, but Impey simply closes the lid, cutting them off. I leave the con to Impey and spread open a map on top of some equipment. I place a pawn representing each airship upon it. I'll be moving the pawns according to reports from the monitoring station, so we'll constantly be aware of our positions. In this race, the course and altitude are fixed, and we'll be immediately disqualified if we deviate from the rules. That means that it'll be very important to know exactly where our ship is at all times. The objective of the race is to circle the outer limit of London, then return to the starting point. During that time, I'll need to make accurate judgments of the situation. It's an important role. I'll do my best. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, thank you for waiting. We hear a voice speaking to the crowd through an open window in the cabin. At long last, the Black Gathering's air race is about to commence. Who will best the others to claim victory? Once again, the hottest annual race in Britain, no, the world, is ready to begin. All airship teams, are you ready to lift off? The airships taking part in the race all sound their whistles at once, as if to cheer themselves on. It sounds like they're ready to go. We're now distributing Aether communication receivers to all participating airships. I'll be following you all at a higher altitude in order to provide the audience with a live broadcast. And of course, I'll be doing my best to deliver the proceedings of this exciting battle to everyone, listeners and racers. I think I just have a future in, like, announcements or tour guide. You know, tour guide reading a glossary reading. That's what the word I was looking for. Reading the glossary. This is the definition of a word that we're reading. Oh my god. I look over at Impei. He smiles and places the Aether communication receiver, which looks like a small suitcase, in front of me. It's almost time. The moment of the century draws near. Impei fiddles with the dials, and we hear a voice coming from the device. All airships will only launch once the starting signal is given. Will you guide us, Spacey? Of course. A barometric altimeter. Barometric altimeter. A compass, map, pawns, and the receiver. This is my battlefield. The countdown begins now. Impei opens the voice tube at the commentator's announcement. Engine room, start the engine. Got it. Starting the engine. 5, 4. I hear the sound of the airship's turbines spinning as the voice from the receiver continues. 3, 2. The airship begins to vibrate. It's different from the ornithopter. This huge mass is about to rise into the sky, and I feel the shuddering in my bones. 1, begin! The starting signal sounds and our airship rides into the sky. And this is where we're going to end it. Because we're at an hour. All right. We are going to be back and we'll see what happens in the next part. Yeah, these chapters get longer as they go. So there's no way we can fit the full chapter in one part. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.